tells us, mga kababayan, this is pure black propaganda. Itong mga gagong ito, sorry, walang magawa sa buhay or probably desperado na yung kandidato nila, hulilat pa rin hanggang ngayon habang si BBM ay bumulusok ng gusto. Ayan, sinisiraan nila. That's pure black propaganda. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga kababayan na OFW sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. Ito po ay komento ko po dito sa inihain na petisyon ng mga kaalyado ng kampo ni Leni Robredo na kansilahin ang Certificate of Candidacy ni BBM. Kahapon, naghain po sila. So itong aking komento will be based lamang dito sa report ng, alam nyo na, yung Rappler, kasi ito yung mouthpiece ng kampo ni Robredo. Sabihin na natin, let's be frank about this, ito yung mouthpiece ng kampo ni Robredo. So in other words, lahat ng the worst that they could charge against BBM nandito. So ito yung kukomentuhan po natin. So ang sabi po ng Rappler sa kanilang report, wala po tayong kopya ng petisyon, but we need to make a comment now para po hindi abala o mag-alala ang ating mga kababayan, lalo na po yung naniniwala po kay BBM. Okay, the petition is framed this way. Yun ang sinabi ng Rappler sa kanilang report. Marcos committed misrepresentation when he said in his COC that he was eligible to run, when supposedly he is not because of his conviction. So ang pinagbasihan po nila ito, ang sabi ng mga petitioner na tinik ni BBM yung no doon sa COC niya, kung siya ay nagtatanong if he has been found guilty of any offense which carries the accessory penalty of perpetual disqualification from office. Para po sa inyong kaalaman, mga kababayan, pag tayo po ay na-convicted, na hatulan, so meron yung penalty. In most cases, that is imprisonment. Makukulong po tayo, and sometimes meron din kaakibat na fine. And sometimes din meron ding accessory penalty. Kaya nga tawag po doon accessory penalty kasi kabit lang po siyang penalty. Ang primary penalty po normally is imprisonment or fine, or imprisonment and fine plus accessory penalty. Kaya ang tawag ulitin ko accessory penalty kasi kabit lang siya doon. But that must be specifically provided. So in this case, ang sabi po nila, si BBM was convicted under the 1977 National Internal Revenue Code. Wala pong accessory penalty doon. Pero ito ang kanilang contention, ang kanilang argumento. May amendment dyan. Nung Presidential Decree 1994. At idinagdag sa 1977 tax code kung saan ito yung basihan ng pag-convict kay BBM di umano na may perpetual disqualification kapag ang offender ay public official. So si Bongbong Marcos at that time was the Vice Governor of Ilocos Norte. So dahil public official siya, may perpetual disqualification from holding public office. So ito yung pinagbabasihan nila. 1977 tax code, ulitin ko 1977 tax code, walang disqualification doon, walang accessory penalty doon. Pero may amendatory law, Presidential Decree 1994, na sinabi na kapag ang public official, ang akusado ay public official, may perpetual disqualification siya from holding any public office. So ito yung sinabi nila na ang tinik ni BBM doon sa kanyang COC ay no, na nagtatanong kung siya ay na-convicted of any crime involving with an accessory penalty of disqualification, perpetual disqualification from public office. But ito ang sagot ko sa kanila. Meron silang pinakita dito sa Rappler. Ito yun. Ito yun. Part ng decision ng Court of Appeals in CR number 18569. Kung makikita po ninyo dito, inacquit po si BBM ng ng charge under Section 50 of the National Internal Revenue Code for non-payment of deficient taxes. So malinaw ha, inacquit si BBM for non-payment of taxes, yung crime for non-payment of taxes, non-payment of taxes. Ang kinonvict sa kanya is for failure to file income tax return. Yung pag-fail na hindi siya nag-file ng income tax return. Pero acquitted siya doon sa failure to pay taxes. Now, kung makikita po ninyo ito yon. Inacquit si BBM ng failure to pay income taxes, deficiency income taxes, and then kinonvict di umano for failure to file ITR, income tax return. Magkaiba yan ha. So, dito, walang tinanggal yung imprisonment. Walang imprisonment penalty dito ha. Malinaw yan, walang imprisonment. Pero pinapabayad siya ng deficiency income taxes with interest and fine of 30,000. Pero kahit ilang beses mong tingnan to, walang accessory penalty na inimpose ang Court of Appeals. So, malinaw yun, elementary yan. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na he was convicted of a crime involving perpetual disqualification with an accessory penalty of perpetual disqualification from office kung wala yan dito sa order, kung wala yan dito sa resolution ng Court of Appeals. Malinaw naman yan. Ito naman yung pinagbabasihan natin Dila at tayo ito, walang imposition of accessory penalty of perpetual disqualification from public office. So, anong basihan nila, mga kababayan? Wala silang basihan. It's not in the resolution, no matter how you look at it. Rappler, tingnan ninyo yan. Walang imposition of accessory penalty of perpetual disqualification from public office. Now, ito, malinaw yan ha. Walang inimpose na perpetual disqualification na accessory penalty. So therefore, baseless yung akusasyon nila. Now, sinabi din nila, okay, in the 57-page petition, they outlined the history of human rights abuses during martial law. Impertinent, irrelevant, immaterial. Hindi yan. Walang kinalaman dyan sa petition for nullification of COC or cancellation of COC. Impertinent, immaterial, irrelevant. Yung history of human rights abuses. The economic slump suffered under the dictatorship. Again, impertinent, immaterial, irrelevant. And the rampant corruption that happened during martial law or during Marcos's father. Again, Your Honor, that is irrelevant, impertinent, immaterial. Walang kinalaman yan for the grounds of filing a petition for nullification or cancellation of COC. Irrelevant, impertinent, immaterial. Hindi kailangan yan. Walang silbi yan. Dinagdag nila because the purpose is it's simply black propaganda. Paninira lang talaga yan, mga kababayan. Now, ito pa. The petitioners claim that aside from failing to pay ITRs in the amount of 5,800 pesos, 5,800 lang ha, hindi rin daw nagbayad yung pamilya ni BBM ng 23.293 billion pesos in estate taxes. Para po sa inyong kalaman, estate tax is a tax due on the estate that transfers from the decedent to the heirs. So pag namatay po tayo, yung estate po natin, yung properties po natin will to be transmitted by succession sa ating mga heirs. So that's when estate tax comes. So estate tax is payable by the estate as a separate paying entity or the executor of the estate or the heirs. Now, 23 billion daw yung estate tax. Hindi naman nila pinakita kung anong mga properties ang namana nila BBM. Hindi pwedeng mag-imbento tayo ng numero. You have to show kung aling mga properties ito were transmitted at the moment of death. Because estate taxation happens only at the moment of death when there's transfer of property by succession. So, ipakita nila kung anong properties. So, hindi pwedeng magbigay ka lang ng 23 billion in estate taxes and worse, mga kababayan. Sabi nila, the estate of his father who holds the Guinness World Records of the greatest robbery of a government. My God, hindi ebidensya yung Guinness Book of World Records. Diba? Mga kababayan, kahit hindi po kayo abogado, you will know na ang Guinness Book of World Records and the title of greatest robbery of a government is never ever a competent evidence. Hindi ebidensya yan. So ito malinaw mga kababayan, walang basihan yung 23 billion na sinasabi ng estate tax na hindi binayaran ni BBM na lumobo na raw to 203 billion pesos. Wala pong basihan yan. At ang worst pa, yung ebidensya, Guinness Book of World Records. And the record greatest robbery of a government. What does it tells us mga kababayan? This is pure black propaganda. Itong mga gagong ito, sorry, walang magawa sa buhay or probably desperado na yung kandidato nila, kulilat pa rin hanggang ngayon habang si BBM ay bumulusok ng husto. Ayan, sinisiraan nila. That's pure black propaganda. Again, I repeat, hindi po ebidensya ang Guinness Book of World Records. It is incompetent evidence. Hindi po katanggap-tanggap yan sa ating hukuman. So I leave it at that. Pag may nakita pa po, kumakuha ko po, ay moral turpitude pala. Let me just include this mga kababayan, yung moral turpitude. Okay, we have a list. Ang Korte Suprema nung pangkaso ni Basa, abogado po ito si Basa, at parang nakipag-elope yata siya ng isang minor at nakasuhan po siya. Ang sabi ng Supreme Court, ang mga crimes involving moral turpitude are abduction with consent, bigamy, concubinage, smuggling, rape, estafa through falsification of a document, attempted bribery, profiteering, robbery, murder, whether consummated or attempted, estafa, theft, illicit sexual relations with a fellow worker, violation of BP 22, ito po yung anti-bouncing check law, falsification of document, intriguing against honor, violation of anti-fencing law, violation of Dangerous Drugs Act, perjury, forgery, direct bribery, frustrated homicide. Wala po dyan ang failure to file an income tax return. Now, on the other hand, in Sari versus Flores, again, sinabi na naman ng Supreme Court, ito yung mga crimes involving moral turpitude. Adultery, concubinage, rape, arson, evasion of income tax. Malinaw ha, na-acquitted si Bongbong Marcos sa failure to pay income tax. Na-acquitted siya. Kinonvict siya doon sa di umano sa failure to file income tax return. Iba yan. Evasion of income tax. Baratry, bigamy, blackmail, bribery, criminal conspiracy to smuggle opium, dueling, embezzlement, extortion, forgery, libel, making fraudulent proof of loss of insurance claims, murder, mutilation of public records, falsification of evidence, offenses against pension laws, perjury, seduction under promise of marriage. So wag po kayong mag-seduce ng tao na pinapangakuan po ninyong pakasalan. Estafa, falsification of public documents, and estafa through falsification of public document. So, yun po ang listahan ng Supreme Court ng mga kasong involving moral turpitude. Hindi po kasama ang failure to file income tax return. Kaya nga po, nilagay na naman nila yung Guinness Book of World Records in their vain attempt na mahulog yung mahulog yung violation di umano ni BBM as a crime involving moral turpitude. It is not. So again, I leave it at that. It's plain, simple, black propaganda. So, ayan po mga kababayan. Yun po yung komento ko po sa mga sumusuporta po kay BBM. Huwag po kayong mabahala. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Let's keep fighting. Remember, the first line of defense po natin para hindi po madaya ang kandidato natin is to get all our people to vote for BBM para hindi po nila mahabol, hindi po nila madaya muli. So hanggang sa muli po, ito po sa Attorney Glenchong. I wish you all the best. Good morning po sa inyong lahat and keep it safe.